Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another 4v4 battle from Warhammer 2. So this time we're playing again a thematic battle with evil factions on our side, and we're up against the Dark Elves. Well, the Dark Elves are evil somewhat as well, but well, they're not as evil as, you know, Norska, Chaos and things like that. So I'm really sorry for the thumbnail. Obviously it was a clickbait. I'm playing as the dwarves. There's no Chaos dwarves in this game just yet. But the reason for that is everybody went evil and I was the only one going with the dwarves, and I was like, no guys, I'm just gonna play whatever they want. I want. I'm just gonna act like this is like Chaos dwarves or something, like they're evil. And yeah, so let's head on over and let's check our armies. Obviously I don't remember who was on what team. It was we were playing with Professor Pipes, Falcon, Neotoricity, and plenty of other guys. I just don't remember which one was what. So we got the Wintertooth faction over here with some Norscan ice trolls, some Marauder hunters, some spearmen as a meat shield, and also Throg leading the Wintertooth faction over here. We also got Norska with a War Mammoth with a War Shrine, and where's the rest of his stuff? He's got like Iceborne Marauders over here, some more Marauders over here. He's got a Summon Sorcerer of Metal. What magic does this guy has? Summon Sorcerer of Fire, and we got Wulfric the Wanderer over here along with some Brutes of the Hound, and that's it for his army. Yeah, because he wasted a lot of money on that War Shrine, because let me remind you, this is with half of the funds. That means 6,200, because we didn't want to go like full on army everywhere. And yeah, and also some Warhounds hidden back here, Norscan Ice Wolves I mean. And for Clan Rictus we have some Plague Monks, some Storm Vermin with Sword and Shield, some Skaven Slaves, some Slingers back here, some Vermin with Halberds, double Doom Will, and yeah, some more Slingers. So this is pretty much the whole army. And we also get something Vanguard deployed back here, which is just the Beast of the Snare, which have anti-large if I remember correctly. Yep, they get anti-large. So for my army, I chose the dwarves because I knew we were up against the Dark Elves and there was gonna be a lot of magic, and people don't seem to know about it. But if you bring a Rune Lord on a chair, he actually gets this buff, which is plus 15% magic resistance map wide, and since this is a 4v4, that's one hell of an overpowered skill to have. And this is the only reason I chose the dwarves, because as I said, Dark Elves, magic, yeah, get out of here. The dwarves already have a lot of magic resistance, depends which faction you see, but yeah, mitigated with that skill over here. From their own I think they have like 25% magic resistance, but with that they get up to 40, and the rest of the units they have like yeah, 15, as the tooltip says. Yep. Oh, this guy has like 55 actually, because he has magic resistance on his own. How about this guy? 15. Okay, he doesn't have any magic resistance. So for our opponents, just the usual mix of some Cold One Knights, some Black Art of Nagaron, some Sisters of Slaughter, Black Arc Corsairs with handbows and the standard ones, some Dread Spears as I can see, Dark Swords, Malekith on a Dragon, Morathi on Sulefet. We get a War Hydra. I think there's a second one somewhere, or not. Also over here we got Kron Hellebron on her horse, some Cold One Dread Knights, a Sorcerer of Dark, more Cold One Dread Knights. Who's that back here? Lokiel Felheart on foot. He should have taken, he should have gone on the dragon as well, just for the fun. And yeah, I think that's the whole army. Like in case I forget about anything, yeah, whatever, like it's too much. And also some chariots in the front line, some sorcerers of beast, and yeah, let's begin. So throughout the whole match, people are gonna be harassing me. They're just gonna be saying that it was actually a 3v4 because I was standing back with my dwarves. Like, I mean, come on, I had to protect my cannons. Like, anytime Malekith or any other flyer could get into the back line and just shut my Grudge Thrower down. And this was my strategy, just bring the artillery. So yeah, I'm just gonna stand back and let the other guys just do the work. But as soon as, for example, Malekith or any other monster comes back, I'm gonna punish him so hard, and I'm gonna be the one with my Thunders actually just getting most of the damage on the big monsters. So I don't know what the other guys said, but I feel like I did a lot of work compared to what they actually say. I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit because yeah, it's gonna take some time to just get into position. We're gonna be chickening out, all of us. So over here that spell did 20% damage, 18, something like that, because these guys had some magic resistance, which is always cool to see. So yeah, Malekith is gonna be coming back here. I'm gonna try to get my Thunderers into position. He's gonna drop a Blade Wind over here, and it's quite a good spell against Slayers because they don't have any armor, but with a magic resistance up to 40%, it's like almost like 0 damage. The only thing that can actually hurt them, I think, would be some breaths. Over here we see a Power of Darkness going down. The front line has begun. We have some Iceborne Marauders getting into the front line alongside the Mammoth over here. But I think, yeah, the Mammoth with Wulfric is just gonna turn back. It's just gonna wait for the rest of the troops to arrive. Over here we get a Mark of Ulthar, so this Manticore is gonna get shot down almost immediately. We get the Ulthar's Raiders on top of it. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my army. Well, it's just a few all of Longbeards and some Ulthar's Raiders along with some Thunderers. The Dragonback Slayer is gonna drop in here quite fast just to shut this thing down. The Soul Stealer going off here, and if I didn't have most likely the magic resistance, these things should have melted. It's actually managed to destroy one piece, which is quite cool, I guess. Manticore just gets shut down by all the rest of the forces. The Thunderers obviously need to get out of there. I tried to give them the order, but they were kind of stuck, but they will get out. It's not a big deal. Slayers getting back into their post, just preparing for Malekith and his nonsense. Dropping a Blade Wind over here, but with all this magic resistance, well, it's not gonna be doing much, is it? Oh, it actually did, but that was because these guys took the whole full damage. So over here I'm gonna notice Malekith. I'm gonna try to get him. He drops a wind over here, but look at that, 0 damage almost. How much resistance do these guys have? Up to 40% as well. So yeah, Malekith is gonna be fended off here. The frontline engagement is not going yet. We get a nice blasting charge on these chariots, which are gonna be getting caught anytime soon because these guys will have to engage them eventually. We get a huge goon squad of Slanesis Harvesters and Cold One Dread Knights on this side with a Hydra and also Kron Helebron, which is gonna be rough, but fortunately these guys will be able to fend them off. So over here we got Wulfric just dropping in the front line, just doing his things. There's a Scorch going down, which actually gets these Dread Spears as well. Wulfric is being cross-fired by everywhere, so he's just gonna fall back now. And yeah, Doomwheel is gonna start to come in, and hopefully it's gonna, oh my dear lord, look at the damage. It's gonna tear out a lot of these Black Ark Corsairs, allowing the Slingers to do some work. Dread Spears also following up, but ooh, a lot of terror here. The Gracier along with the Doomwheel, yeah, these guys get instantly terrified and they're just gonna get the hell out of here. Back here, what's going on? The Grad Thrower still keeps on throwing rocks, up to 27 kills, because I'm targeting something like Blackguard, so yeah, I think we're getting the value out of that. The left flank has collapsed over here, but what's that? What kind of sorcery is that? Is that like Plague of Rust? Oh, Final Transmutation, good! Final Transmutation on Helebron, and it gets all of these Cold One Dread Knights and also the War Hydra over here, as it seems, for a brief moment, and also the Chariots. So yeah, quite a nice spell over here. So for the front line, just Doomwheels just rolling all over the place. Gracier taking some damage, but I have my Grad Thrower targeting down Dark Suds as well. And yeah, things are looking pretty rough. Are these guys gonna get terrified? Yes, some of them are. Morath is dropping over here. Like, how cool is that? Just look at this. It's just beautiful. Just huge armies clashing all over the place. Some Dread Knights getting a charge here on these poor spears, but these trolls are gonna be coming here to meet them and just, oh crap, running. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Why do they run so fast? Whatever. I'm still just playing defensively over here, just keeping my Grad Thrower safe, which is up to 37 kills at the moment. Not much in kill count, to be honest, but still it's quite good. So yeah. Ooh, Kron Helebron just drops the Gaze of Cain over here, and also I don't even know what that spell was, but Throg is gonna come in with really aggressive mentality over here, and just with the backup of his ice rolls, he's gonna be doing some work on these Cold One Dread Knights. And the double mammoths, oh my dear god, if the double mammoths drop over here right now, oh, look at the scenery of this. Damn it, mammoths are so cool. Yeah, this Cold One Knights just stand no chance, and Throg is just completely destroying Queen Helebron, or is it just a wizard? I think it's, yeah, it's a sorceress. So when it seemed like this flank would collapse, the mammoths come to the rescue, and these guys just completely taken off the picture. Back here, I think, where's Malekith? Yeah, all the damage, you see all the damage, it was me. I just completely missed it. It was me with my Ulthar's Raiders and the Thunderers, and also the Rune of Wrath and Ruin from the Rune Lord, because I was able to slow down Malekith, and he took like 5 full volleys to the face from these guys, and from full health he came down to like 15%. So yeah, I did some work, and I've also been able to fend off another couple of Manticores, and another one is gonna be coming soon, as you can see. So yeah, just keeping my my guys safe, just make sure the Grad Destroyer keeps on shooting, just picking the right targets. Pretty much the only good target I have at the moment to shoot is these Dark Suds, because these Black Guard of Nagaroth are standing way back, and obviously they should be getting into the front line. I don't know what the hell they're doing here. One Doom Wheel has been inflicted with some serious damage. The War Mammoths over here just completely trampling everything, and this is where I realize, oh my dear lord, these guys are just killing everything in the front line, and well, I need to somewhat advance. Another Manticore drops over here, but the Thunderers along with the Ulthar's Raiders are gonna be quick to just open fire and just completely tear down this thing. Rune Lord is not taking any damage because he has the backup of the Longbeards. As you can see, do we get an Ulthar's Raiders? No, we just have a Rune of Wrath and Ruin to make sure he won't run away. But yeah, I didn't realize that he was on rampage. So that Rune of Wrath and Ruin was quite of a waste, let's just say. So Morathi over here tries to probably snipe out Wulfric, or the yeah, probably Wulfric, and just taken out by double War Mammoths. War Mammoths, what the hell did I say? And she actually gets terrified, but she will be back. The Dark Suds continuously taking fire from the Grad Throwers, allowing them not to do anything. Bounce of power heavily in our favor, because Malekith is almost like down to like 15% health, Morathi as well. I think Helebron has died, if I'm correct, because I can't see her anywhere. Is she still here? Nope, she's not. And Lokier, unfortunately, is back here just pretty much doing nothing. A Hunter of Champions has gone on him, probably because somebody was fighting, who knows. So finally I move in the front, I bring my Thunderers over here, and they're gonna start firing on this War Hydra anytime soon. Come on, open fire, and there we go. So yeah, that thing will eventually go down. There's some Dread Spears desperately fighting alongside that War Hydra with some Dwarven Miners over here. What's that magic? Soul Blight and a Mystifying Miasma. But with the extra magic resistance, I don't think it's gonna be a lot of work. So yeah, the War Hydra just getting dragged down. Finally, the Rune Lord is advancing in the front, not sitting back into his safe place at the moment. Grad Thrower keeps on shooting. Wulfric is also just gonna stay here and chill because he's really low on health points at the moment. And the rest of the dwarves, as the Rohirrim charging at the final hour, will just charge forward. Well, it was kind of a waste because the battle has already been judged, but that was because I did my part. Because I stayed in the back, I kept shooting. 67 worthy kills for the Grad Thrower, and also Malekith, and whoever else came into the back, like Manticores and stuff like that, got completely destroyed. And a really nice scorch going down on the Dark Suds over here. Some leftover Harpies fighting, and yeah, I'm just gonna shut up a little bit and just watch the fight over here. Yep, the enemy forces are in full disarray. Lockyer is actually able to stand up to this war mammoth, but that's mostly because he's just a small target. This guy, no, he's got anti-infantry, so he should be able to hit him. But nah, he's got only 38 melee attack. This guy got like 64 melee defense, so it's really quite hard to get a hit on him. And anyway, this is gonna be it, so I'm just gonna fast forward because everybody is gonna collapse anytime soon. So GG to our opponents, GG to my allies, Professor Pipes, Wicked, Notoricity, and for our opponent, Horsecock, Scythian King, Iron Thunder, and Falcon. So yeah, quite a fun matchup. As you can see, I got plenty of kills. I might have only taken 2 kills with my Thunderers, but that was because I was aiming for Malekith and Manticore, so 2 kills are more than enough. Old Horse Raider did quite well. Overall, we finished off with almost full health. The rest of the guys did all the hard work. I just did the smart job of just bringing this guy with a steel chair, just applying the magic resistance to the whole army, giving us a huge edge against the Dark Elves, which really heavily rely on you know, soul blights and stuff like that, or even spirit liches. Do they have like death magic? I think they do with the sorcerers. Yeah. For Professor Pipes, quite a nice kill count on the Mammoth. The secondary one didn't do that well, but it was a war shrine, so who cares. For Wicked D, we got some good kills, but look at that. I think I got the most kills of them all. 82, 71, oh no, okay. The Skaven mostly got the most kills, but nah. 74, no, I seriously had the lowest kill count. Sorry for that, but I was like the last bastion, like in case something went wrong, I would be the one defending against all the tide and just having my guys with the steel chair just defending. So I was kind of like the guy for the final fight. Horsecock over here with the Horde Hydra didn't do that well. Scythian King, oh, 105 kills of these guys and 95 on Malekith. That's quite good. 77 on the Blackguard. Quite well. Lockyer over here with his Black Ark Corsairs did quite well. As you see, it's all thematic armies, so that's why Lockyer brought a lot of Corsairs. And Falcon with Queen Kron Hellebron and his Cold One Dread Knights did also quite great, but I think it all came down to my magic resistance. That's it. I won as the game. I've been mocked and harassed by that choice of mine of standing back, but I think I did all the hard work, so yeah, take that, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like or a comment, feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button, and yes, gonna be seeing you next time. Bye bye.